Namaste, Adab. Welcome to another edition of Tarek Fatah. Unless you've been sleeping for the last couple of months, or at least the last month, the word George Floyd, must be ringing through your ears and eyes the world over, from the Far East to the West Coast of the United States, from Canada right down to Argentina. No matter where you live, the death of that man crushed under the knee of a white police officer in Minneapolis has shook everyone else. Anyone who is anywhere in the world has said, how could this have happened in the world's, most advanced nation? And why is it that even 400 years after slavery, of black slaves sold by Arab merchants in Africa to work as free labor in the United States in the 1600s, 1700s, even after independence, even after the Declaration of Independence that said all men are created equal, there could still be such racial hatred against blacks that people would kill someone and press them, and 4 police officers would do that? There were denunciations across the world, but there is an exception, and that is our good old Indians. Invariably on social media and in India, plus the NRIs that I run into, are the only people who had nothing, no reaction, none whatsoever. For them, the black man deserved. I'm not exaggerating. I've got about 700,000 followers on Twitter and close to 300,000-400,000 on Facebook, so I can say with certain authority that I do have my fingers on the pulse of how various communities have reacted. No Indo-American or no Indian has come out and said, hell no, this is not civilized. I have ran into countless friends of mine, both in India and in the United States and Canada, who've said, इतनी दुकानें लुट रही हैं आपको उस काले का पड़ी हुई है. The word Kalia is embedded in our souls. Do you know how much money India spends to make their daughters look fair and lovely? 50,000 crores. 5,000 crores will be the amount spent to make our daughters look fair and lovely by the year 2023. And this is the upper middle class. The vast majority of the poor girls whose parents cannot afford to make their daughters fair and lovely are employing such things as, orange, honey, strange chemicals on the faces, because if a girl is born of dark skin, she will never get to the top, will almost never get to the top. This is India. This is the world's largest democracy, and this is the consensus we have about dark-skinned people. We are the dark-skinned people, for crying out loud. And we sit there and mock the blacks of America. Everyone from New Zealand to Brazil, everywhere there has been action. Here where I am in Toronto, there have been countless demonstrations to protest the treatment of our black brothers and sisters who came to this continent as slaves against their wishes, who were traded as if they were commodities. And we just sit there busy trying to look for fair and lovely girls from back home. This press release I'm seeing over here, it mentions Indian film stars Deepika Padukone, Sonam Kapoor, Preeti Zinta, Yami Gautam, all advertising Fair and Lovely skins. The notion of black is beautiful is completely absent from the land where black should be integral to our existence. The people from the Nile Valley the people who went out from Africa, some of their genetic pool lies in southern India, for crying out loud. We call that mosque in Ahmedabad as Habshi Mosque in a derisive way. Habshi means from Ethiopia. For goodness sake, this is not acceptable. Johnson & Johnson, Hindustan Unilever, Procter & Gamble, everyone is putting together. Neutrogena, for example. Oh my God, I keep reading this and I can't figure out who are these people. Imagine if your daughter was born dark-skinned and you were just a migrant worker. Look up shadi.com, the place जहाँ देसी कपल्स एक दूसरे की उनकी सासें ढूंढती रहती, माएँ ढूंढती हैं. मैंने तो सुना है कि डेटिंग एप्स पे भी, I was told by some friends, young women in Delhi, that it's the parents who set up these dating profiles. And top of the line is बच्ची गोरी है, कुछ खुदा का खौफ नहीं. Can we just for a moment, everyone in India, observe 8 minutes of silence in the memory of George Floyd, or at least tell your neighbor or your children that color is a curse? If you judge people by the color of their skin, you're not even a human being. You're a monster. Your civilization means nothing. Because we are all dark-skinned. We are not Goras. We are not Nikki Haleys. We are Namrata Randhawas. The Louisiana governor will be dark-skinned no matter how many religions he changes, how many names he changes. Bobby Jindal will never be Bobby. Trust me. So if India wishes to be on the front line of this world as the largest democracy that has 6 religions, 29 states and 400 languages, yet it agrees only on one color, that is white. No wonder the Mughals were able to crush us and rule us, because the Central Asians were fair and lovely. If we cannot accept and reject the notion of fair and lovely, then we are destined to be ruled by another Taimur at another time, who will come from the fair and lovely lands north of the Himalayas and crush us, while we will bow down and try to apply cream on our daughters' faces to make them marriageable. I hope this message gets to you. कुछ खुदा का खौफ कर लीजिए. Until next time, fi amanullah, Jai Hind, Khuda Hafiz.